Brandon Bailey, and welcome to the Appalachian Entertainment School of Music. This is a guide to help you if you're interested in learning how to play music. All kinds of different instruments. We're going to learn piano, we're going to learn drums, we're going to learn keyboards, we're going to learn guitar, bass, maybe even some vocal stuff. At some point in time, we'd like to learn how to do some recording and some other things that are associated with that too. So I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. If you guys have any comments, be sure to leave them on the YouTube site, and look forward to telling you more. Thanks. All right. Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Brandon from Appalachian Entertainment. We're going to go through a basic lesson on drums. We just set the drums up, and what we're going to do now is talk about the basics of how to hold the sticks, some basic patterns that you can learn when you're playing the beginnings of drums. Okay. First off, it's most important to understand how to hold the sticks. Now, there's a lot of different concepts on this, and I definitely want to stress to all of my students and everybody who learns from me that there's no absolute right way of doing things. You can pretty much tell you that there's a wrong way to do it for sure. Like, I had one student that wanted to play like this. You know? Of course, that's not good, okay? You're not getting the full force of the stick or many other dynamics wrong with that process. But my best suggestion is that you find what I call the sweet spot on the stick. And basically, if you hold it too far at the end, it doesn't bounce, or if you hold too far on the top, it doesn't bounce. It's basically about a third of the way into the stick, between a quarter and a third of the way. It has a nice bounce. That's kind of the sweet spot of the stick, and that's where you want your fingers to pivot. You basically hold the sticks with these two fingers, and the rest of the fingers are used to kind of guide it more than anything else. I also want you to understand that playing a drum is more about slinging the stick than it is about pushing the stick. It's a little bit like playing baseball. If you've ever played baseball before, you know, you don't really push the bat, you kind of throw the bat, and that's where you get the real true force. Same with the stick. I'm not working really hard to do that, and it's pretty loud, you know, whereas, you know, I've worked really hard and not got any louder, so, and made myself uncomfortable in the meantime. Anyway, I want to talk about a couple of different things to do. When you do have the sticks, you should to do this. Now, this is called a push or a press roll. Basically, you're holding it with that pivot point and pushing the stick, and it's kind of quickly bouncing back. You hear that on the snare drum all the time. So, but that's a plan or a skilled drum use that you'll need to work on and to understand this press roll. Now, that's pretty much the only difference from that you'll ever have to be concerned with. Dynamics are important about a drum set. It's important to be able to play fast and slow, and it's also important to be able to play soft and loud. All of those things are important to be a productive drummer, a productive addition to a music setup. First thing I want to do is show you a simple beat. The simple beat is basically the simple, basicest beat, if basicest is a word, most basic beat known to man. Basically, this is a 4 count. You would count this in 4, and with the right hand or with your lead hand, whatever that may be, you're going to hit 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, with this pattern, you're going to hit your kick drum on the 1s and your snare drums on the 3. So we'll start with just the kick drum and the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to add the snare drum on the 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I also want to run through a couple of simple concepts here, simple patterns that you can do on the snare drum to practice with. This is just called a single stroke roll. Basically, it's just right, left, right, left. Main thing about this this exercise is that you make it smooth, and every note becomes has its own life. You don't want to flop through any of them, but each one of them should be even, and you shouldn't be able to hear the difference between your right and left hand. Eventually you want to get to do that as fast as you can. When you do get kind of comfortable with that, we can start adding what's called an accent, and I was kind of doing it automatically. I had to stop myself, where you're going to hit one of the beats louder than the others. Like a snare drum. Okay, now there's also a double stroke roll. That's right hand, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Okay. Get the idea. Triple stroke roll, I bet you can guess. 3 on each hand. Also, there's a couple of other rolls that you can do. There's a 7-stroke roll. Let's see, a 5-stroke roll is first. That's where you do. So it's right, left, right, and then you switch it up to left, right, left, right, left. So it's. Once again, the emphasis on this is keeping everything smooth and consistent. Not being able to hear the difference between the left hand and the right hand is really a trick. 7-stroke rolls, same type deal. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay. Now you notice one thing about the drumming pattern that or the drumming style that I have. I let the stick bounce back. It's important for me to have a full motion for whatever I play. I don't know that that's the absolute right way to do things. There may be other ways and other teachers that will teach you differently. The last pattern that I want to run through is called the paradiddle. This pattern is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Okay, I'm going to play it real quick. Right, left, right, left, right, left, left. You'll find that you can do these patterns anywhere you're at. You don't have to have drumsticks. You don't have to have a set in front of you. You got legs, you got hands. Okay, you can do that anywhere. Okay. That's the basics of it. Let me run through that very first beat again one more time. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the hi-hat, 1 on the kick drum, 3 on the snare. One of the downfalls of many, many drummers, I am included in that, is not being able to keep it simple. The KISS method, that is keep it simple, stupid, and that it really, really goes for drums, and that's one of the things that I do ask my students to think about when they're learning how to play drums is, can they be solid? Can they play this beat for 5 minutes? Typically the answer is no, but it is a trick. So anyway, that's enough on the basics of drums for now. We'll see you guys on some guitar, and we're going to learn some bass and some other things in just a little bit. See ya.